Hey and welcome back everybody to some more RimWorld. Where we last left off, we had just staved off a very dangerous attack, and we're about to get our power up and running. Just need a little bit more steel on that. So I was thinking about what I would talk about, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of automation here, a lot of just picking things up and placing it. So, I was thinking of what it is I should talk about. Let's just get some graves ready before I forget. 1, 2, 3? Do we just need 3? Looks like 3. Okay. I thought an interesting topic might be to talk about the differences between, or the pros and cons rather, between settling in a really hot place to a really cold place. I was thinking about this because I was trying to think of what would be harder, a really cold place or a really hot place, because we didn't really get into the cold factor of the other place. We were just starting to, and then the attack happened and we died. So, I was thinking about that. Oh, Taylor's bench is done. I want to get a cowboy hat set up on that. Before we get into that whole thing of what might or might not be harder, where are you going? Hauling steel. Oh, steel that's just really far away. Could I get some more mining going? We've already mined out that. Sorry, I'll get distracted a lot, but it's to do productive things, so I think you won't mind too much. Speaking of not minding, yeah, it's a simple meal. I was reading the comments. At the time this is being recorded, some of the videos have already gone up. Episode 4 just went up the day that I'm recording this. So I've already been able to listen to a bit of people's feedback. So far, weirdly enough, nothing negative has been said. I thought I'd get some suggestions on what people would like to see, or changes that they'd like done in the style. I don't know. But that didn't happen. People seem pretty happy with it. Although I'm not getting any more views than my average Let's Play, I'm getting the exact same amount, actually. People seem to be enjoying this a lot. In fact, the comments, I got like 3 comments just this morning that I woke up to that all said, like, I really love this, please do more of this. I've also had 5 or 6 people tell me that they've gone out and bought this game by my request. And thanks for doing that. I'm happy that you're supporting Tynan Sylvester, the creator of this game, because this game is fucking awesome. And I'm really happy to see that everyone's so eager to support it by paying the full price and everything. In fact, one person said, I think they were buying the Colonist, or whatever tier rank thing gets your name in the game as, like, a pirate or something. So someone bought that, which is extra money, which means more goes into supporting the game's development. So, thanks to everybody who's been doing that. That helps the game fund the game, which is really important. Everyone's gonna be walking by that. Just grab the dude and haul him off. Do you have heat stroke? Heat stroke, great. Wow, it's 44 out. Boiling out there. Okay. I need to seriously look into how I can get rid of heat stroke. I'm thinking cowboy hats is the best way. Anyway, I'm happy so many people have bought this, because the game is awesome. I love this game. Sweet! We're about to get proper power. Power all night long. Okay, and the plants are replanted. Sorry, I'll get distracted like this a lot. But again, like I said before, it's to do productive things, like get the power generator up and running so we can have the air conditioning going all night. And do we not have power hooked up to that? We do not. Oh, we do? We don't? I don't know. Ah, people are out hauling. Okay. Anyway. So, the pros and cons of the starting in a hot place and a cold place. Oh, I forgot to turn the power back on that one. And that's set to freezing? Good. Just making sure. So the pros and cons that I thought of right before recording, which I didn't think of a ton, I'm not a genius, is... First, pros and cons, or rather, I should talk about the pros of both and the cons of both, because a lot of the pros of one are cons of the other, if you know what I mean. Like, or it's covered by the other. I'm not articulating this very well. Let's say, one big one, that I think is big at least. Did you just pass out? Oh! People are probably screaming in the comments about that. There you go, buddy. They didn't have beds. I was wondering why they were up all night. There we go. And everyone can go to sleep. They need it. Anyway, so one of the big pros that I thought for cold places would be, I think I've talked about this a little before, is that in a cold place, if something dies outside, say some people get in a fight or some animals get killed, they'll never rot. So if you do eat human meat, which I try to avoid because it makes you lose sanity, then it's not as big of a deal because they do not rot. The food doesn't go bad. Same with if animals die outside, you could butcher the corpse anytime you want. Also, who is it who does not have a weapon? Sanja doesn't have a weapon? Oh, right, she's really good at melee, terrible at shooting. You know what? Take the knife, then. Anyway. And let me check does she have hunting set off? Yeah, turn that off. Okay. So, that's a huge advantage for cold. Disadvantage for cold is that they tend to have less trees in cold areas, I find. Whereas in hot areas, you basically have to be in a jungle. Deserts don't seem to be as hot as jungles. And jungles are full of trees. There's no shortage of wood. You just need to take the time to go cut it. Okay, we need to get these graves done. There. Finally have the bodies gotten rid of. Also, I'd probably like to get that other generator up and running, too. Another pro for, what was it, for cold. Another pro for cold is that I find it's easier to stay warm than it is to stay cool. Because in the winter, as long as your buildings are heated so you can warm up at night, if you make parkas and toques for everyone, you can stay outside for a really long time without freezing. With the heat, though, you've got to actively take clothing off. Mechanoids. Attacking immediately. Come on. Ah. Meant to hit jump, too. Gotta look for it now. Said it was landing. Let me unpause a little bit just to see if it's landed yet. Oh, God. I'm paranoid. I bet you people have paused and seen it like 4 times by now. Did I hear gunshots? I'm totally paranoid. Where the hell is it? Sorry, I cannot continue with the discussion until I know where this stupid thing is. Because mechanoids are insanely dangerous. I don't even know what kind it is. I don't know if it's the minigun one. I don't mind the minigun one. I can take it out with a rifle pretty easily. It's that one that I'm afraid of. Scythers. These things have charged lances. They're all about shooting from insanely far away. I like to lure these things into town and gang up on it in melee. It can outrange my turrets. Okay. Okay. What's it gonna do? That's what I thought. It's gonna take shots at my turret until it's dead, and it's gonna walk down here. As soon as it does, I'm gonna kick its ass. I've got him inside right now to keep the heat stroke off. Right, MDB's hand is fucked. I forgot about that. Okay, we need to check everyone's shooting. 1, 4, although he's handicapped badly. 4, 1, fuck. Shally's our best shot. Come on. I gotta wait for him to break that. Well, I guess we're gonna be waiting for a while. Let's have another little discussion. There. They can all stay in the nice cool buildings while they wait. So, I find it way easier to stay warm than it is to stay cool. Because you need to wear clothing to stay sane. But if you wear too much, you're gonna get hot. If you get really good clothing, like Devil Strand stuff, that can actually protect you a little bit from minor wounds, bruises, cuts, stuff like that. Great, he's gonna wipe out so much steel worth of stuff. I hate these things. You kind of have to gang up on them, but they're so accurate, and one shot can kill you with that thing. They can get a headshot and wipe you out easy. We don't have any armor. Well, we have a little chest armor, actually. Shally, go pick that up. Okay, it doesn't look like it's noticed her. Anything to keep the surgeon alive. We have nothing to protect our heads. We have some toques down there, but that's not going to do anything. Right, what I was saying before, though, is if you have good clothing, like Devil Strand, that can protect you a bit. And you could really make a lot of clothing out of Devil Strand and deck yourself out in it if you have enough. You don't really have that option in the heat too much, because you'll get heat stroke quickly if you really bundle up. So something like a duster, that could really boil you, even though it does give you a decent little bit of protection, considering it's just made out of regular clothing. It's not a conventional armor. Okay, let's focus. Is it really gonna go turret by turret? Okay, we're gonna ambush it. This is perfect. It's not gonna see this shit coming. Awesome! I feel clever. Okay. Melee. There. Wait. Who here is good at melee? Because I know someone is. Well, Shelly's got a passion for it, but I'd rather her not get that close. And you're going there. You're going there. Don't go slow through the trees! Oh! Knife it, knife it! Yeah! Shit. Yeah, we got it! Oh god, those things are scary. Yeah, Shally, you go rescue. And, Brandon, yeah, on your way back, haul back the knife. That's it's a plasteel knife. That thing's badass. Oh, man. Okay. Another pro of hot areas, I find there's more food. There are less roaming herds of really good stuff, like muffalo are awesome, deer are pretty good as well. But the jungle, it's so full of boars and monkeys and squirrels and stuff. Yeah, boars are kind of the only thing that really fills you here, but there's such an abundance that I don't feel terribly, inconvenienced. Okay, yeah, go feed that person. Okay, what's your wound look like? A cut across the head and the arm, and you're bleeding. Extreme pain. Yeah, that's right. Because the Scyther has, like, knife arms, so it is scary in melee, but it's not nearly as scary as its sniping abilities. Right knife protrusion. Bleeding rate 80%. Left hand cut off. Fresh. Oh my god, we have two people missing a hand. One's missing their left, one's missing their right. Shanja needs immediate medical attention. Good thing we have a fucking surgeon. Okay, the head wound is taken care of. Get rid of that hand wound. It's a fresh cut off hand. It's gotta be pouring blood. Alright. The bleeding has stopped. Her pain must be insane. It's severe. Okay, it's gone down from extreme to severe, probably because I believe we do have painkillers. Wow. Alright, Shally, drop the armor just so you walk faster for around camp. Oh man, that was rough. Brandon hauled off the body. Once we have a mechanist table, we can disassemble that thing and get some really good ingredients out of it. That's the advantage of fighting those things. Haul that medicine. And the power helmet. I should have grabbed the helmet. I forgot we had one. Shit, that could have saved her. Wow, that was rough. We're a pretty banged up crew. I don't suppose... No, no one's in range. We need to get some prosthetic limbs. Good thing our surgeon's in good shape. I don't think she has any big wounds. Operations... Okay, yeah, install denture, peg leg. Yeah, dentures and peg legs are the only things we can do right now. He has a shattered rib? Oh my god, yeah, manipulation 50%. Either than that, I'm okay, but I do everything at half speed. MDB is, he went from being really valuable to basically just grunt work. Oh god, that's a shame. At least he's still a good talker. At least I'm still a good talker. Okay, we need turrets back up. Shit. Just really worried about medicine. Our medical supplies are really dwindling. I'd like to purchase more. Yeah, work on hauling that steel. Okay, can I think of any more advantages for being in a cold area? Well, I guess, here's a good question. Whenever I'm in a cold area, and tribalists attack at least, usually pirates too, but tribalists for sure, they tend to wear a lot of parkas when they attack so they can stay warm, sometimes toques as well. So they do a pretty good job of bundling up, right? So they could probably last an assault for a pretty long time. But could they last as long as people attacking in the heat? Because I think that they bundle up less. So, would attackers sieging you, who are outside and don't have the convenience of being able to go in and get cooled off, or warmed up, depending on what kind of place we're talking about, who here has the advantage? Like, what assault would hold out less? Because you would then have an advantage there for if you're playing the long run, you know? So there's an interesting question. I can't answer that one, but I can pose that one to the comments section for anyone who may know. Alright, those turrets are back up. Good. Repairing all of our sandbags. I might put someone entirely on hauling duty. Well, I think both of those two need to have hauling as a slightly higher priority. MDB needs to work a lot on inventing things and stuff like that right now, because that's kind of all he can do right now. That's pretty much his strongest point at the moment. Is he's probably not any slower at researching, but he may be, I don't know. Oh, he's making a hat. That may take a very... Oh no, that's not going to take very long to make a cloth cowboy hat. Okay. Weird. He's working with a left hand. That's gotta be rough, though. I could get more power generators up early, but I kind of want to stockpile a little bit of steel, just because you never know what comes up, and I really want more base defense, too. Let's start planning that out. I believe that's how I want it. Looks right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, I just Want to make sure we don't die, you know? I say you know a lot. I'm just really worried about base defense. Especially after that last attack. That one was rough. That one was really rough. Takes a lot of steel to do this, but it's worth it. Keeps us safe. There we go. And it's cooling off outside. Oh, no, it's heating up again. I was gonna say it's cooling off outside, but not really. Okay, where do we mine next? Now, I think this is not based in hot or cold, but I feel like in cold areas I tend to end up with more steel mines. I think that's more based in how mountainous your area is, though, rather than anything else. Okay, most of our steel is quite far away now. We'll mine it later. Which means that a research we'd really like to get going after hospital bed would be... I'd really like to get electric smelting. Because then we can start picking up all the slag and debris and melting it down into steel. It takes a while and it's not very efficient, but it does use junk and make it into steel, which is then useful. Not as fast as mining, though, but you can only mine so much. It's an alternative. Might want to research machining first, though, now that I know that we're going to get attacked by mechanoids. Mechanoids don't rot, though, so it can sit there in the junkyard for as long as it needs to. Okay. It's about time we get flooring in these places. Speed things up a little. It's not super high priority, but I'd like it. That'll do. Just want to make sure that they know that that's there to do. We probably don't have enough wood. In fact, we almost definitely don't have enough wood. But we got plenty of zones to cut wood. Namely, in the way of all these things first. So those ones can be ticked off. And then all of those, because those are annoying. Those. That one almost screwed me over. I dodged the first shot, though. It was the knife that got me. Here's another advantage I just thought of. Well, whether this is an advantage or a disadvantage depends on how you use it. But I would say it's more so a disadvantage for hot areas. An advantage for a cold area, less trees. Which means less trees for enemies to hide behind. It's not very good cover, but it's cover. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of wood soon. Might even make some more houses. God, we're in rough shape. No one seems to be coming by. We need to make more friends. But we don't have any... Well, we could mine for silver. We can send 300 silver gifts to make more friends with the nearby factions, and I don't know too much about what it does making them friends with you. So the artists and the astrogators and the artists are okay with each other, so they won't mind if I befriend each other. I want to befriend the tribe, but I don't think they'll talk to me. They don't like either of these villages, and I'd rather be friends with the villages. If you have a lot of turrets, tribes aren't really dangerous. If you don't have turrets, tribes will slaughter you by sheer number. But turrets make pretty short work of them. As long as you have a lot of turrets, which I like to have. I think another thing I need to do, and I should have done this forever ago because I've always been really bad about travel time, is I need to pour down more concrete to speed up pathways. So I'm going to keep doing that. And that should be plenty. No, I don't need that extra one there. However, where's the next place I want to mine? I should make a road there. Now, enemies may use our roads, but I'm going to make sure our roads are in the open, so you're not covered while using the road. So if enemies use our roads, they'll get slaughtered by turrets. I just want to make sure that every way in the base through the road, there are turrets. So, like, I can go up through here. Yeah, we're going to be mining up there. You can only make so much in a certain line, and I don't know why that's a rule. There's probably some reason for it. It doesn't cost much steel to do this either, which is the nice thing. The net gain of time is worth it. I think that's plenty for that. I'll speed them up so they're doing things at home faster as well. Are those all of our silver? No, we have a steel mine over there as well. Okay. See how far this stuff is away. That's why this travel time is so important. Like, weaving through these trees and everything is very slow. Trade ship, exotic goods trader. We should definitely see what they have. I like exotic goods trader. You can make a lot of money off them sometimes. Okay. What'll you trade? Oh, they'll buy a lot of stuff. We don't really have any junk to sell. We don't really need jackets. See, this is probably just me. Wait. Heat. Armor against temperature-related damage like burns. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just me. Keeps one warm and chilly. But I'm so confused by this. Minimum comfortable temperature. Below this temperature, the character will be unhappy. Significantly below this temperature, they'll develop hypothermia and frostbite and die. But I don't know, like, is there a point at which you could boil from wearing this? I think there is. I think I've seen things with maximum comfortable temperatures. But, I don't know. Cloth jacket. There's no maximum on that. Is there like a parka, a toque maybe? Minimum comfortable temperature. And maximum. Above this, and the character will be unhappy. Okay. So the jacket won't make me hot. Okay, I misunderstood that then. Okay, I can wear that jacket then. It's a very slight amount of protection. That's good to know. However, I'd like to sell some of this clothing. Like, I can sell the cloth clothing. I can produce that myself very easily. I can sell the boom rat leather pants, because that's not very good. I'll keep the synthread jacket, because synthread is a rare material. It's very expensive. Pistols aren't worth much. And I don't want to sell my armors. Okay. I have gold? I don't have gold. Okay. Okay, so we've sold that. And we've gotten a pile of silver in return, which we need to haul. So go haul that. In fact, we have silver in a few areas that we need to haul. I'm not going to remember where they are. We could mine for more silver right now, though. Right here. It's just, we have some things that aren't hauled, right? Yeah. Just want the option, you know? Haul a cloth t-shirt, you haul the cloth pants. You haul the pump shotgun. I don't often use shotguns, although I do like them. They're nice, it's just... I'd rather have a rifle. I like to stay far away, you know? Okay. We definitely don't need toques. They're not worth much, but it's something. Okay, that's another 179 silver. Selling that. What could we buy? A silver military helmet. That's expensive. Why the hell would you make it out of silver? Helps against sharp, a little against blunt, covers the head and the ears. That makes you less... Huh. Slightly less affected by psychics phenomena. That is interesting to know. I didn't know that. I'll keep that in mind for later. A bionic eye. Advanced technology. Where fully replaces one's natural eye and gives them supernatural vision. It's crazy expensive for a reason. It's a badass mod.